And they even use Hollywood. The Pentagon has a Hollywood budget. In the Pentagon, there is a Hollywood office. Come on. Like that, we have to wake up to this. The signs were so everywhere that they even updated the draft this year. So I want to take you guys through the history of the draft in this country, because whenever you hear them start talking about the draft, it means they've already decided that we're going to war. So it's officially called the Selective Service System, and it was first founded to accommodate World War I in 1917, okay? It was then disbanded in 1920, and then they brought it back in 1940, just before Pearl Harbor, okay? Well, we didn't know we were going to go to war, but like, oh, it's just convenient that we've just brought it back and Pearl Harbor's happened, and look at, boys, we're going to war. And then they terminated it in 1975 in a decision that it was actually immoral to force people to go into war and to draft them into military service. And they opted instead for a more moral, all-volunteer military. So you can choose to serve your country. But then when the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, President Carter reinstituted the draft registration for boys to complete within 30 days of their 18th birthday, under penalty of 5 years imprisonment and up to $250,000 in fines. Now, to be clear, historically speaking, there has only ever been 14 convictions for refusing the draft, and there haven't been any since 1986. But if you skip it, if you don't register for the draft and you turn 18 and you are a male, you will be barred from working government jobs. You'll be barred from receiving student loans. And in around 40 states, you'll be barred from obtaining a driver's license. By the way, first two sound great. I want to work government job, and I don't even think kids should be going to university, given how dumb they're making everybody and how Marxist they're making all the students. But not being able to obtain a driver's license is a way to punish you for not signing up for the draft. So the case in point that I'm making, obviously, is that when Washington begins tinkering with draft laws, it means the boardroom has planned our war, and that's exactly what happened back in June of 2024. You might have missed it. You might have missed this in the news. But the House suddenly decided to pass a large defense budget that included a provision that would automatically enroll young men between the ages of 18 and 26 for the draft. Okay, this was the House's version of the National Defense Authorization Act, which authorized, of course, $895 billion in more military spending, because who's counting? And it's okay if they can't count at all or audit themselves, as that's just, we're supposed to expect that now. And they were able to pass that in the House by a vote of 217 to 199, okay? So there is nothing, in my view, that is creative about this process anymore. It's all the exact same formula every single time. Insert terrorist attack. You got 9/11, Pearl Harbor, October 7th, take your pick. Then you have the media in lockstep, making sweeping condemnations of any person who considers the past, the present, or the future after a terrorist attack. Any person that says, hey, you know what, I really think 9/11 was bad, but maybe we shouldn't be agreeing to the Patriot Act. Maybe that's actually fundamentally not going to render us freer. Like maybe we don't need to be strip searched at TSA. Terrorist sympathizer. The media has decided we're all on board and we are going to war in the Middle East forever. And if you